everyone. Let us solve Leetcode problem number 13, Roman to integer. So it's a straightforward problem. So we are given a string of Roman numerals and we need to return an integer value of those Roman numerals. For example, III is 3, IV is 4. Okay, now let's see how we can solve this problem. Okay, let us look at some examples to find how we can calculate Roman to integer. Okay, so let's take a simple string III. So this can be written as i's value is 1, so that's 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 3. Now we can write another string like vi, so value of v is 5 and value of I is 1, so that's 6. Similarly for XVII, it's going to be 10 plus 5 plus 1, which is equal to 16. Okay, it's not the same case for all the Roman characters. There is a special case for 4, 9 and 14, 19, 24, 29, so on. Okay, so 4 can be written as IV. Okay, so this is the value of I is 1, the value of V is 5. Here instead of addition we will do 5 minus 1, which is 4. Similarly for IX, it's going to be 1, 10, so 10 minus 1, which is 9. Now we can clearly see that there are only two operations, either addition or subtraction. When do we add the numbers and when do we remove the numbers? There is one special observation we can see. If you look at the first example, III, so the character at the current location, the value of the character at the current location is greater than or equal to the value of the character at the next location. Okay, so what is the value of the current character? It is 1 and it is greater than or equal to the value of the next character. So in that situation we are just doing an addition. So if you look at this, so the v is 5 and I is 1, so this value is clearly greater than or equal to 1. So that's the reason we have added. And if you look at this, so the value of I is 1, the value of v is 5. So is this greater than or equal to 5? No, this condition is not satisfied. At that time we will do a subtraction, okay, instead of addition. So this is the condition. So let's say if we want to calculate the value of XIV, we will do like this. So we process from the reverse direction and we will apply our conditions. So first of all, we will check what is the value at the current index. So the value of the current index is 5, and then we will compare this with the value of the next character. As this is the last element, we will not have any elements after that. So the current value is going to be 5. Okay, and we move our pointer to the next value, which is I. Now our pointer is at I. What is the value of I? That is 1, and we'll check if the value of I is greater than or equal to value of the next character, which is 5. Is it greater than or equal to 5? No. So what we do is we will subtract the value of I from the previous result, which is equal to 5 minus 1, which will return 4. And we'll move our pointer to X. Okay, now what is the value of X? It is 10. Is 10 greater than or equal to value of next character, which is I? Yes, it is. So we will add 10 to the result. So that will result to value of 14. So this is how we convert Roman to integer. Okay, now let's see how we can solve this problem. So we don't need to do a null check here because we're guaranteed that we'll have at least one character in the string. Okay, we are provided with that constraint, so we don't need to worry about the null checks. So we can directly create a map for Roman to integer mapping. Okay, that we see here. That's going to be character, comma, integer. Map is going to be new hash map. Okay, and just to save some time, I've already copied that mapping here. Okay, and let's take an example. Example this. And as discussed, we will traverse through the string in the reverse direction, and we will take the last character as our target, and then we'll process. So first of all, let me define my target. That's going to be map.get of s.char of s.length -1. Okay, so s.length -1 will point to the index of the last character, and s.caret_of is gonna return us I, and map.getOf is gonna return the value of the last character, which is equal to 1. Okay, once I get that, what I need to do is I will traverse through the rest of the characters. Okay, so it's going to be int I is going to be s.length -2. Okay, -1 is this, -2 is this. Okay, and I greater than or equal to 0, I minus. And now what we do is, now we are at this character. Now we need to check if the value of the current character is greater than or equal to the value of the next character. So if map.get of s.char of the current character, if it is greater than or equal to map.get of s.char of I+1, if it is greater than or equal to next character, then we will add the current value to the target. Map.get of s.char of I. If it is less, then what we do is we subtract that current character from the target. Map.get of s.char of I. Okay, and at the end we can just return target. Let me remove this. Let me run. Okay, so let me submit. It's success. So it's a simple condition. So the value of the current character is greater than value of the next character, then we just add it. The value of the current character is less than the value at the next character, then we subtract it. I hope this makes sense, and see you in the next video.